What you looking at yourself for?
I can't
What,
look at
what,
myself.
Look, so I saw a meme on social media, and it said that just because you had a good dad doesn't mean your mom had a good husband. Why are you laughing?
Because it just sounds so relatable to a lot of stuff that's going on.
So relatable, but I mean, you've been a husband. That's why I brought it up. I've never. You a really good dad, but as far as in relationships, you fall short.
Is that your assessment?
That's my assessment from somebody who has dealt with you from young to, growing up in
Well, I mean,
20s.
I can understand that in a specific time frame, but this stage of my life, though, I'm a new man.
You a new man, but I just had a conversation with you not too long ago, and you were talking about poly.
No, I was just talking shit.
No. You was dead ass. You was dead. No. Don't try to. My thing is this. You can be a good father and not be a good husband or a good boyfriend. But do you not think that the lack of respect or whatever it is that happened in your relationship with that woman, you don't think that the children will be affected?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. People affected by everything, you got to look at it as society, right?
Society as a whole ain't got nothing to do with you individually.
Yeah. Myself and my family makes up society. We are part of society. So
but at the end of the day, you don't want to make your own decision to be who you are.
You don't let me finish.
No, I'm not. Because I'm just trying to say I know how long-winded you are. And I just need you to get to the point. Because you would dance around. One thing about it, I didn't know until now what it was called that you did. But the gaslighting.
That's
now everybody.
That's what you turn for a gaslight?
Now, back then we just running game or just whatever. But you've always talked in circles.
So it depends on the situation. So sometimes I do talk in circles. And I'm not even about to say talk in circles. What it is I choose to look at it from multiple different aspects. It's not always just one answer to something.
But that's not talking in circles. I mean, you would go with one subject and go, and it's like you saying the same thing.
Sometimes what I say isn't what you want to hear, and I don't want to address it straightforward. I might just want to give you talking points or supporting.
But why wouldn't you want to say something straight? And it's like you leaving certain things out. It's like lie by omission. Why you don't want to tell the truth?
I do.
So what do you think is different about you now? Like, just say if you got married again, what do you think will be different about what you did now or what you do now than what you did prior?
First and foremost, I know myself better. I know what I want, what I'm looking for, what I'll deal with, what I want. That's it.
But I'm saying, so with that means that she's going to get a different experience than the women that came before her?
Of course, no one's gonna have the same experience with somebody. Everything is different. It's based on the fact that timing, relationship, knowledge, growth, all of it.
You said everybody's not going to have the same experience.
So, when you and I dated versus now, totally different.
Well, I beg to differ. I swear I beg to differ.
So
I'm still in your life, even though we're not romantically connected.
So are you the same person?
Am I the same person?
Right.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am. You know what's different about me?
What?
What's different about me is that I'm not as how you call that? Like when you try to get something from somebody.
Intentional?
No, I'm always intentional. But back then I used to be intentional on trying to get your money. You know what I'm saying? My gold digger days are behind me.
Oh.
That's the only thing that's really different is that I'm not just dealing with you based off of finances or what you can do for me financially.
Right,
now.
So that's evolution with you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's probably the only thing. But as far as my personality, who I am, how I am, is still the same. It's just that the intentions in which I deal with men are a little different.
Okay. So
I'm not as opportunistic.
So you got to understand, when I met you, you weren't like that. So obviously you evolved to this point where you were technically classified as a gold digger.
So when you met me, I was 12. Like, I
So-
mean,
and
what?
I've seen you evolve. So my point of what I'm saying is, at what point in time did this gold digger phase kick in? What age? Do you remember?
I mean, after I had Thailand.
Oh, okay.
Really, in high school, you created something. You was my first heartbreak. So you created something in me that got bigger. You know, school, you just wanted somebody to buy you some gym shoes, buy you a little. Then, after school, it just became
The way
bigger.
to look at it is,
Because
you keep putting me in a box. I'm not in a box, right? You keep putting me in a box.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm addressing it. Saying that, my relationships in the past have been horrible. Yeah, they have, based on the fact of growth, other issues as well. What I'm saying is, you can't put me in that box and think I'm going to stay there. I have matured to a whole nother level. So if I do decide to get married again, I'm gonna put my best foot forward.
Okay,
And
you gaslighting because I'm
not
gonna
gaslighting
I'm gonna
because-
just say this. I've been knowing you longer than anybody that's in your life, as far as romantically.
Right.
I thought that you had evolved and you had changed until just maybe 2 years ago when you had 4 women. Come on, man. Like, you trying to act like you trying to gaslight and act like, oh, I'm so different, I'm so mature. You have 4 women that you were dealing with on a romantic level, sitting in this kitchen, waiting on you and waiting to be chose by you. That's some shit that I used to go through in high school. I was never the one that wanted to sit around and be chose, but you put me in a whole lot of situations with women or in high school. You've always done that. So that was just 2 years ago. So now all of a sudden, now you want to try to act like you not that no more.
No, what I'm saying is, interpretation is key. You interpreting, you just said I was romantically involved with 4 women, made it seem like at the same given time I was involved with all of them romantically. That's not the case. Women tend, whenever the shit gets, it changes on them, they tend to dig their claws in and don't want to let go. So I wasn't romantically involved with.
Okay, how many of them were you romantically involved with?
At the time?
Yes.
One.
So the other 3, you had no involvement with.
It had ended.
How much time before?
I can't
This is what I'm
give- I can't
saying.
give you
Because it's
specifics
2
on
of them that you was dealing with at the same time, sir.
So if I say, if I end things a month, a week,
A month or a week.
right, that's still ending.
That ain't even. That's not even. Oh my God! I could see if you took like a year, like if you hadn't touched or dealt with that woman in like a year or
So
2.
you set the timeline.
Come on, man, a month.
If I'm upfront and I'm honest and I say, look together, it doesn't matter if it's a week, a year, whatever. I'm being forthright and honest. Honesty is the key to it. I told her I was honest with her. I wasn't dragging her along, stringing her along. I got the reason why I had 4 women in my house. I was tired and I kept being hounded, and that was the way for people.
What
to see
was
that
the
I
what
had
was
moved on.
what would be so hard in you saying, listen, I will call you back when I get ready.
I did. I said that. Yes.
And they still thought it was okay to come over.
Yes.
I just don't feel like women are that desperate.
Yes.
They that desperate?
You tell me.
No, I'm saying, like, I can't believe
You've
that.
never done anything that was
Hell,
desperate.
come on, man. You've been knowing me longer than anybody. You answer that.
Outside of your cool, I understand you cool.
No. It ain't about me being cool. It's about you knowing me. And have I ever done something that damn desperate?
I can't put my finger on it right
No. Just say no.
But I don't know. That's me. I don't know how you are with others.
No, I'm saying you've been knowing me the longest, so you got more of a experience on Tiffany than anybody. Don't put me in that category, but I can't see a woman trying to push her way into a man's house that she's no longer involved with. If he tells her that, listen, I don't want to be bothered. You must have left the door open. You lying by omission. You left the door open.
I'm not in court right now.
It ain't about court.
You are not my judge.
I am not trying to judge. I am
are
not.
not the
I am
prosecutor.
judging you, but I ain't.
Listen, I'm being forthright with you.
God.
I had a situation where I was dating somebody new. She left the house, and a woman accosted her outside.
The woman did what?
Accosted her, confronted her,
A who?
approached her. A woman
What was the word you used?
accosted.
Accosted. Hey, give me my damn dictionary. Wait a minute, Webster. What?
exactly how it came.
I can believe that.
She left, and my doorbell rang, and she came to the door, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I could believe that because I've been
And I asked it, and I asked the lady, was like,
I've been in that situation because of you, so I could believe that.
Why are you at my house? So women, listen, everybody, emotions, and when a person is connected, they believe that you are what they want. People are capable of anything.
Yes, but I feel like when men really put their foot down and really stand on it, see, sometimes you men end up getting like worn down, so you just say, okay, forget it. Like a woman just pressure and pursue and just hound you, then y'all give in. Y'all gonna fold.
Yeah, I folded a lot. Yeah, that's why I've evolved. And if I ever pursue a serious relationship again and get married,
You not folding?
I have certain guidelines.
I just spoke with you a few weeks ago, and you were talking about you were interested in trying to get information on poly.
I was inquiring about it. I can go deeper into it.
It don't have to be deep, but that's a part of what that is your energy.
So let me clarify, because it's like you keep trying to paint me as such the bad guy.
I'm not painting you as a bad guy. You just a philanderer.
I was looking into poly based on the fact that the circumstances are there are way too many women and not enough men.
So you think you enough man for multiple women?
I didn't say that.
You are not. Hey, listen, you can think you are, but you are absolutely not. You are not 15, 16 years old no more.
I did not say that. What I said is I looked into it based on the fact that I'm looking at it on a whole deeper perspective. When you look at how a lot of women complain, talk shit, but then I have situations where a woman is confronting another woman leaving my house, and I wasn't even dating her anymore. You look at the point and say, hey, look.
So I'm going to just put all y'all together. Since all y'all want to argue and fight over me, I'm going to just have all y'all sleeping in the house together. And I'm going to give you each a turn.
Now you Wendy Williams this shit.
No, ain't no Wendy Williams. You just said you just tired of women getting into it with each other over you. So you going to put all of them in the house like, listen, I'm going to take turns with each one of y'all.
No, wrong. You already know, I wasn't feeling great. I wasn't feeling good. And I just got bombarded with everybody wanting to come see me or take care of me or bring me something. And please don't take this as me being cocky or overly confident or whatever the case. I am overly confident, but to the point where I was trying to be disrespectful. I was just tired.
You know when I'm tired, you know what I do when I'm tired?
You shut down.
I turn my fucking phone off. That way can't nobody call me, and I'm not trying to answer nobody call.
I don't live in an apartment building.
So what? You had a family member here. There was no need in you having your phone on. If they couldn't get it by talking to you, you turn your phone off.
I did. I didn't even answer my phone. I didn't turn it off.
You didn't turn it off.
I didn't answer it though.
Right, you didn't turn it off though.
Right.
And so you didn't answer, so they pops up.
Yes.
911?
I'm not gonna call 911.
I know you ain't gonna call 911, but I'm just saying, either way it go, the police could have been called because that could have escalated.
Yeah, I didn't see that happen.